Hello, and welcome to this course on dealing with trauma. Welcome to this course on healing and growth. I want to begin by acknowledging how strong you are for taking this step. Whether you're here because you're struggling with past trauma, trying to support a loved one, or seeking answers for yourself, I understand how overwhelming and exhausting it can feel. Living with the weight of trauma isn't easy, and the fact that you're here shows incredible courage. This course is designed to guide you through the challenges of post-traumatic stress, providing you with the tools to heal, build resilience, and rediscover hope. You are not alone in this journey. Healing is possible, and it's okay to take it one day at a time. Throughout this course, we will explore various evidence-based therapies, coping techniques, and exercises to help you understand post-traumatic stress disorder and work toward recovery. Here's a brief overview of some things you'll learn. What post-traumatic stress disorder is and who is affected. Core symptoms like intrusive thoughts, avoidance, and hyperarousal. Common causes and risk factors for developing post-traumatic stress disorder. Proven therapies like CBT, EMDR, and more. Medications that help manage symptoms. Grounding, mindfulness, and breathing exercises. Re-engaging with life through thought-challenging, facing trauma-related memories in a safe way, involving friends and family in your recovery. How post-traumatic stress disorder is diagnosed by professionals, techniques to gain control during intense moments, and relapse prevention and lifestyle changes. Each chapter is designed with compassion and practical guidance to help you navigate your healing journey and in a language that's easy to understand. I encourage you to take this course at your own pace, and remember, healing is not linear, but every small step forward is a victory. Thank you for trusting me to be part of your path toward recovery. You've already shown such strength by being here, and I'm honored to walk with you through this course. Let's begin this journey together. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental health condition that can occur after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. Trauma can be any deeply distressing or disturbing experience, such as an accident, natural disaster, assault, war, or the sudden loss of a loved one. Trauma doesn't just affect your memories, it impacts how you think, feel, and react to the world around you. After a traumatic event, it's normal to feel anxious, fearful, or distressed. However, for people with a trauma disorder, these feelings persist long after the event has passed, sometimes for months or even years. Instead of gradually getting better, their symptoms may worsen, making it difficult to go about daily life. Trauma disorders can make someone feel like they are stuck in the trauma, reliving it through flashbacks or nightmares, and struggling to feel safe again. While trauma can be distressing, it's important to remember that it is treatable. Many people recover with the right support and treatment. Trauma is more than just a bad experience. It changes the way the brain processes emotions and memories. During a traumatic event, the body goes into survival mode, triggering the fight or flight response. This natural reaction helps people respond to danger quickly by increasing adrenaline, sharpening focus, and preparing the body to react. However, when the brain is overwhelmed by the trauma, it may struggle to return to a calm state. This leads to lingering stress responses, even when there is no immediate danger. For someone with a trauma disorder, their brain may continue to react as if the trauma is still happening. This can result in flashbacks, reliving the traumatic event as if it's happening again, nightmares related to the trauma, avoidance behaviors such as avoiding places, people, or activities that remind them of the trauma, emotional numbness, feeling detached from others or unable to experience positive emotions, hyperarousal, which includes feeling jumpy, easily startled, or always on edge. These symptoms can affect a person's relationships, work, and overall sense of well-being. Understanding how trauma impacts the brain helps us realize that a trauma disorder is not a sign of weakness or failure, but rather a natural response to an overwhelming event. Healing from a trauma disorder requires both emotional and physical recovery, which is why treatment often involves addressing both the mind and body. Anyone who has experienced or witnessed a traumatic event can develop a trauma disorder. Trauma affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and life experiences. Some of the common situations that can lead to post-traumatic stress disorder include military combat. Soldiers and veterans often experience a trauma disorder due to the extreme and life-threatening situations they face during combat. Survivors of abuse, whether physical, sexual, or emotional, abuse survivors can develop a trauma disorder as a result of repeated trauma. Accidents and natural disasters. People who have been in serious car accidents, earthquakes, floods, or other disasters may develop a trauma disorder as a result of the shock and loss involved. First responders. Police officers, firefighters, and medical personnel who deal with crises regularly can experience a trauma disorder due to the traumatic nature of their work. Sudden loss of a loved one. The grief and shock of losing someone suddenly can trigger trauma responses, especially if the circumstances were violent or unexpected. It's important to note that not everyone who experiences trauma will develop a trauma disorder. Some people may have brief symptoms that resolve on their own, while others might require more support. Risk factors for developing a trauma disorder include having a history of mental health issues, experiencing prolonged or repeated trauma, or lacking a strong support system. On the other hand, protective factors such as social support and healthy coping mechanisms can reduce the likelihood of developing a trauma disorder. In summary, a trauma disorder is a complex but treatable condition that affects people who have been through significant trauma. It's not limited to a specific type of person or event. Anyone can develop post-traumatic stress disorder if the trauma they experience overwhelms their ability to cope. Understanding the basics of post-traumatic stress disorder is the first step in recognizing the need for help and support in the healing process. These videos are made possible thanks to our amazing sponsors. Meet anyone for anything on the Introducer app. Whether you're looking for friends, romance, or something in between, Introducer has you covered. Download for free today. Experience a new heaven and a new earth in a virtual paradise and global community. Church has never looked like this. Your contribution can bring Earth 2.0 to life. Finally, if you'd prefer to watch these videos without ads, visit our mental wellness hub on the Happy app. Click the links in the description. Finally, although this course was free for you, it was not free to get it to you. Please consider giving a small donation to help spread these courses around the world to those most in need. The link is in the description. See you in the next lesson.